Okay, now you can see I have finished up this flyer. There's probably more information I could add, but for our purposes, I want you to see some other tools that are available in Adobe Express. So students are going to love these. That's going to keep them engaged and have them wanting to share their learning in this new way. So, first, let's look at what we can do with our text. So, here's our title. Again, I showed you these recommended fonts. I did go ahead and add an outline right here. So, it didn't have any outline and it kind of got lost in the background. So, I clicked on the outline option and went with black, and it makes it stand out a little bit more. I could go ahead and make that a little thicker, kind of like that. Now let me show you what we can do with animation. So I'm going to click on this animation option. It's in the very bottom of that panel. I can have it come in, I can have it looping, or I can have it go out. Now once I do this, this becomes an animated object and it's going to make this in video mode. So I'm going to click on the in option. I can have it bungee in, I could have it flicker, I could have it drift in. There's lots of different options here. I do like the spin option here. So now you can see when I click it, it has added the video option. So if I click that, it's going to go ahead and spin in. I could choose a looping thing too. It could pulse. So if I go here, let's start it back over. You'll see it's going to spin in and then it's going to pulse. Now that's a little annoying. I can reduce the speed here of my pulsing. Start that over, and it's just going to be a light pulse. I'm probably just not going to have it pulse. And then if I wanted to, I could have it spin out again. So let's see what that looks like. It's going to spin in, and then at the end, it'll spin out. I don't really want it to spin out. I want it to spin in and stay there. I can then also do this with my pictures. So I can choose animation. Maybe I want this one to breathe. So I need to make this go back. Let's see. You can see it's breathing. I can increase the speed of that if I want to. Start that over. And this then becomes an interactive um, option for students to animate their objects, text, things they put on their flyer. So let's do this little fennec fox. He's really small and he kind of blends in. So I definitely want him to stand out. Now, I don't know that I want him to spin. Maybe he can yo-yo. Let's see how that looks. Now, you see I got a lot going on here. I might not want that many things. So I might not want this on my cactus. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. But I can go ahead and that's how we can add animation to our work in Adobe Express and add some super fun elements. I do want to show you one more thing. Let's go look at our title again. Now, this is going to be really cool. I can go to text effects. Now, I want my text to be in the type of, we're going to go with desert sunset because it has some beautiful colors. So if I click generate, it's going to generate text that looks like a desert sunset. Now you can see here are some options. Not sure I love those. So this is pretty cool. This one's pretty neat. I don't know that it's right for our purposes, but what if I did a cactus and then let's try and generate it. Let's see what that looks like. So this is really a great way for students to be creative in getting their title. Um, it is hard to see this. You can see a better picture here, and it has a bunch of different cactus on it. This one has flowers. So really students can get creative here and really think about what it is that they want their text to be. A student the other day I was working with, they had a nighttime sky, and then they were so excited because they did their name and they used the they did moon, and then their name was in a moon picture font. So they were so excited. Now, let's say I don't like this. I'm just going to go back to um, remove this effect. I'm going to click right here and remove the effect. I'm going to go back to my regular letters. So these are just some really cool things that you can do to add to your project. All right, I'm sure you guys have even better ideas than I do. I can't wait to hear what you're using in Adobe Express to help your students get engaged and share their learning.